the intersection of geopolitics, immigration, and the two-state solution. A concerning pattern is emerging where hardline elements within Israel's political landscape appear to be exporting their domestic anti-immigration rhetoric to influence international allies. This strategy, often amplified by sophisticated media and lobbying efforts, seems designed to conflate criticism of Israel's government with antisemitism and to dissuade Western nations from supporting Palestinian statehood. Recent events in the United Kingdom and Australia suggest a targeted campaign against left-leaning governments that express sympathy for a two-state solution or criticize Israeli military actions. The strong reaction from Prime Minister Netanyahu to Australian Prime Minister Albanese's stance is a case in point, demonstrating a willingness to apply diplomatic pressure on sovereign democratic decisions. The core of this influence campaign is a narrative that frames all immigrants, refugees, and asylum seekers, particularly Muslim migrants, as potential security threats. This narrative aligns with the agenda of right-wing populists in Western nations, creating a powerful, if cynical, political alliance. The tragic suffering of civilians in Gaza is often downplayed or justified within this narrative, which can be viewed as a form of foreign interference that undermines independent democratic discourse. This dynamic could soon test New Zealand. A right-wing government in Wellington, coupled with internal social pressures, might find itself sympathetic to these external arguments against immigration. However, such a position would create a profound contradiction. Acquiescing to an agenda that is fundamentally opposed to a two-state resolution, a policy long supported by a majority of New Zealanders and seen as a cornerstone of a just peace. Abandoning this principle for short-term political alignment would likely be viewed as political suicide by the electorate. Finally, while New Zealand's lack of a major weapons trade with Israel may insulate it from direct economic retaliation, the influence of pro-Israeli lobby groups on investment and private sector demand cannot be entirely discounted. The potential for unofficial quid pro quo arrangements linking economic interests to political compliance remains a risk that monetary and policy economists must consider when analyzing geopolitical stability.